بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Alhaji Yusuf Hussein Amuda. I'm an Oga, and we have been doing so many active dawah. My organization is called Masjid Al Iman. We did a lot of work in our communities. We have our famous program called Mobile Quranic Competition. We organize it for the districts. At the district level, we have gone to so many districts, and we have added coming to talk to people from the secondary schools. And I have decided to start with my own school. I was in Bewa House. I completed in 2001. So I just decided to come today to start with you. It's going to be like a discussion so that we think through and know what we want in our lives. What is most important is that we should know why we are created, and we should also know the alarming rate of drug abuse in our schools, in our society. So I just want us to touch briefly on the effects of drug abuse on us as students. Now, to start with, if you are playing a game with someone and the game is probably 3 levels, now somebody has finished level 1 and level 2 has opened for him, going to level 3. Now, if you have just started level 1 to play, I'm sure you want to listen to the person who has completed level 1 and is currently in level 2. Is it not true? Wouldn't you want to listen to the fellow for the fellow to guide you on how to complete level 1 so that you could move to the next step? Wouldn't you want to listen to the fellow? I think you want to listen to him because he has already gone past that stage. So simply what I'm saying is that I was like you, I was just sitting like you. It was during our time they built these mosques. We were just sitting like this, they were giving us moral talks. So we have gone through the first stage and we know what it entails to be in this stage. So at least we are now in the second stage going. So at least when we talk to you, we know what we are saying. We know people of our colleagues who were not listening, how it has ended up or how they have ended up. Sometimes you meet a colleague of yours and you feel so bad. And if you trace how he used to behave on campus, it is just a reflection of what is happening to him in his life. So, one thing I want us to realize is that nobody actually has your interest. You are responsible for your own self. Your parents, isn't that they like you so much? They are doing this because of their own interest. Because when you also grow up and you become somebody responsible, they will be happy and you can also take care of them. You are not also doing anybody a favor by studying and passing your exam. It is for your own sake. So it is for you to take your life into your own hands. Now, Almighty Allah loves us so much. You cannot comprehend the love Allah has for us. We can't. Look at the numerous blessings He has given us. So, do we love Allah? Because there are two things. When you love someone so much, you don't want to do something that will make the fellow unhappy. When you love somebody, you don't want to do anything that the fellow will see and will not be happy. Okay, and another thing is that when you fear somebody so much, you don't want to do something that will hurt the fellow and he will punish you. So it's either we love Allah or we fear Him. So at least if you don't love Him but fear Him, whatever you are doing, ask yourself, if Allah should see me in this condition, would Allah be happy with me? Ask yourself before you indulge in any other thing. And you see, in life, if you want to do something quickly, something that you can do in the future, you want to do it now. In the near future, when you now have the chance to do, you can't do it. When we're in school, all those they are chasing, they go to friends, they go where, and all those things. Now they are in town, they don't even have money to go for a woman. So everything has is what? Time. This is the time for you to build your lives. The time for you to do whatever, it will come. Don't rush into it. When you rush into it, when the time comes, you can't do it again. So please, it is for your own interest that you study. It is for your own interest that you listen to your masters. At the end of the day, look, most of us, we have not learned any trade, nothing. At the end of the day, if you fail and go home, what happens to you? And we are now living in a very competitive world. It is not a joke. That the skill you have, thousands of people have it. So you need to be disciplined before you are chosen. It's not those days that you could just complete school and they will. No. This time you need to compete, you need to be disciplined, you need to comport yourself. Now, Almighty Allah being so merciful, you cannot be there without falling sick. You fall sick. That is why He has given the knowledge to the white man, to the local man, to have some medicine for us. When you are sick, you take the medicine. Now tell me, you are not sick and you are taking medicine. And you go take the tramadol, the whatever. So tell me, when you are now sick, what are you going to take? And you see, life generally, we cannot be happy forever. Life is a mixture. You be happy, you be sad. That is why everything you see, you have positive and negative. That is how it moves. When you see that somebody is always happy, then it's not normal. If you see somebody who is always sad, it's not normal. It's a mixture. And we should not, problems makes us happy. You need to solve a problem before you become happy. Without problems, there will not be happiness. Now, as we are all seated, your problem is that you should write your exam and pass at the end of the day. That's a problem. So when you pass, you become what? Happy. And once you become happy, another problem will set in. I need to go to university. I need to go to tertiary. You go there. When you complete, another problem. I need to get a job. So that is how it's going to be. So we have to pray that Almighty Allah strengthen our faith to overcome all challenges. But to say that you will not have challenges is not true. So if you want to feel good anytime, then you will now rely on drugs. So when you take it, you feel fine and you forget about the problems. The problem is still there. And because Allah loves us so much, that is why He says, when you remember me, that's where you get comfort. You can't get comfort in anything except the remembrance of Allah. And it's not difficult. So many ways you can remember Allah. When you respect your parents, you are remembering Allah. It's not about sitting in the mosque and saying La ilaha. No, that's not the only remembrance of Allah. Anytime you are good, it is you have remembered Allah. Your parents have invested so much in you and they have hopes in you. You don't have to fail them. Look, even if you have not taken drug, your mind is just clear. Is life easy for you? So right now, Because you want to feel good, you want to be confident in front of ladies, you want to say that you are powerful, then you go and take drug, you take tramadol, 1, 2, you feel good. A time to come, you take 1, 2, you are not feeling good, you have to add 3. So a time will come, your life will not depend on the drug. You see, and nothing can be available 24/7. Nothing. Sometimes you would look for it and you not get it. So if your life is not dependent on whatever, on Allah's creation. So if that thing is not there, what happens to you? That is why people are so, when they get addicted, it becomes so hard. So if your happiness depends on the remembrance of Allah, Allah is always there 24/7. There's no time you look for him and you not get him. By the time you come, maybe we don't have money to even buy the drug. So that period, what happens to you? So it is in our own interest, not our masters, not our parents. It is for us to know that the life we still have life ahead. And normally when people take drug, they feel that they have energy. That's how they feel. Okay. So what happens is that if Allah creates you, He has given you a quantum of energy to use for your life. So maybe your lifespan is maybe 50 years, and you have that energy to spend within the 50 years. Now, at 20 or 18, you start taking drugs. What the drugs will do is that it will pull that energy and bring it for you to use. So it is not giving you any extra energy. It's your energy it is pulling for you to use. So when you now get to 30, 40, the energy is finished. That is why you see most of them, when they are going, they are shivering. Because there's no energy again for you to use. But your life has expanded. So you cannot cheat nature. That's what they are saying. You can't cheat nature. Just leave Allah's creation alone and respond to it. So please, we were seated like this, and when they were talking, we listened, and we have benefited. So it is our responsibility for us to come and tell you what we benefited, and we pray that you will listen to. And one day you also sit here. Life generally is not easy. It has never been easy, and it will never be easy. For us to get the Jannah, we have to work hard because Satan is following us 24/7 with speed. He is not joking on. Because he needs to get members to hell. He needs to get people to hell. So he is working on you 24/7. So if I ask how many of you here wake up for Salat al-Fajr? And that is the best of time you can study. Salat al-Fajr, you wake up 7 and you are praying Fajr. Why? It is not good. When you wake up very early, you are prepared. After Fajr, you study. Before your colleagues will come, you have studied. You are prepared for the day. And you follow time because the world was built on time. So if you don't follow time, you can't catch up with the world. So please, I'm just here to plead with you that addiction of not only drugs, anything that you would depend for comfort, any creation you depend for comfort, that is an addiction. Because if that thing is not there, you have a problem. And that thing cannot be there forever. It is only Allah who will be there forever, 24/7. When you want him, you get him. So when you are addicted to Allah, that's fine. But apart from that, any addiction you have is a problem. If your own, they said I think you are not using phones, but if you are hiding using phones, you go to Facebook, you are all just on Facebook, that's an addiction. Because anytime you don't have data to go there, you are not happy. What do you just go to TikTok, you are flipping. That's an addiction. So you look at how much time you would waste. Allah say He sends prayers. Allah and His messengers, they send prayers to the prophets. He has not told us when He started. He has not told us the number He's doing. And He said we should do it. You and I, how many times do we send salutation to the prophet? And look at how we waste our lives on social media. So please, it is for your own good. You see, I've come to speak to you. It's for my own good. Because if I'm lucky, I speak and one person takes it, at least Allah will be happy with me. And that is what we want. So whatever you do, please just know that your parents out there have trust in you. They have invested so much. They could have used the money they have used to your school fees for other things. But they have given it to you. They have your hopes that when you come back, you will do something for them. So please don't disappoint them. Don't disappoint them. It is for your own good that you take your studies seriously. And at the end of the day, when you pass, when our Imam was doing the Maghrib prayer, you would show your work. You would ask you to show your book. You will show it. And you will know that anybody who takes his resource and is not showing, that means the resource is not good. You know it. But if it is good, he wants everybody to see it. So please, at the end of the day, what do you want to achieve? Now, the greatest remembrance of Allah to include reading the book, the Holy Quran. Even if you cannot read, listen to it. How many of us, you have your phone, there's no Quran in it? Some people, when you take their phone, you can't even go to the gallery, because when you go, what you see would be something else. So if you have a phone and you have that type of materials inside, what are you thinking? Why? So please, let's comport ourselves. Let's listen to us. Let's obey our masters. Let's listen to them, because they have gone through the first stage and they know people who refuse to listen to them, how they have ended. People are now suffering because of their behavior. It's just 2 years. You are done with your studies. Just 2 years. And once you pass, you are okay. You move ahead. You also finish. Probably get a job, or you have some business doing, and that is all. You start to have a family, and that is all. After all, how many years I will spend on Earth? The Earth is just a flash. Look, if you look at the planets, now we call it a dwarf planet, Pluto. Pluto is now the dwarf planet. So now we have 8 planets, as they have said. Now, if you look at our planet, for instance, Earth goes around the sun 365 days. It takes 365 days for Earth to go around the sun. So which means that on Earth, 1 year is 365 days. Now, when you go to Venus, in Venus, it takes 88 days for Venus to go around the sun. So that means that in Venus, 1 year is 88 days. Now, in Pluto is 90,000 plus days to go around the sun. So the time the prophet came to now is 1,447 years. It means that our earth has gone around the sun 1,447 times. But in Pluto, it has gone around the sun 3 times. So which means that the time the prophet came to now, in Pluto is just 3 years. So we shouldn't be joking. If you were to compare the hereafter and the earth, if you have lived 100 years on earth, then you do the mathematics and you compare it to a hereafter, it will be like you have done 2 hours, 30 minutes. There is nothing in this world. It is just a flash. Let's comport ourselves. We are just at the mercy of Allah. at any point in time. There is no need for us to be arrogant. What we have as we are talking is just the oxygen we are breathing. And the oxygen is measured. You don't know the quantity you have. How many have you used already? What quantity is left? So please, this short time we have on earth, let's comport ourselves, because the hereafter, that is the ultimate. Please be watching the time for me. That is the ultimate for us. Once we are able to succeed, then that is true success. But if you have to take drug or anything, that will not confuse you. You will not even have time. Is time? Is that with 3 minutes? Okay. So maybe we'll just pause here. Maybe we'll just take one or two questions. We have just started, so probably we'll be coming from time to come, time to talk to you. And we will not just come once, we'll just be coming. We'll have various topics that we want to nurture you so that, inshallah, you get closer to Allah. And once you get closer to Allah, you are going to enjoy this earth and probably enjoy the next world. So we just stop here, one or two questions, then we'll pray Isha, inshallah. So you can stop the video.